Hello and welcome. This is a little orientation video for Math 131. That's Calculus 1. Um, my name is Jeff Duckworth. You can call me Jeff if you'd like. Mr. Duckworth, Professor, whatever is fine. I'm just going to talk you a little bit through what I would probably say on day one of class if we were in class. So, Wabanzi has changed from Blackboard to another program called Canvas to deal with what Blackboard did before. This is my first semester using it, so I'm going to be maybe a little clunky as we go as I'm learning. It looks like much of it is similar in nature to Blackboard, but I'm sure there's going to be a couple things I'm going to come across that I'm not particularly savvy with, so I may have to look things up or change things later on, so there may be a little bit of tweaking as we go. At any rate, I've only got a couple things up right now, much more to come, but in your Canvas, you have a syllabus, and this is subject to change, but provided that the math department says it's fine and there's no blatant errors. Like if you see something like, something's due on a Sunday or some nonsense like that, let me know. All right, so you can click and download that and bring it up. I've got a PDF version of it on there. We just want to walk you through a couple things here. Make it a little bigger. All right, so we go from 824, and the last exam, I'm going to run all the exams for 2 days, and I'll talk a bit more about how that's going to work when we get down to that. This is my email address. I've got a phone extension, but I don't call the phone generally, so if you need to get in touch with me, the email address is the way to go. Last day to withdraw from this class is November 13th. So keep that in mind. I will not be withdrawing you at all. So, if you want to withdraw, you need to do so. Otherwise, whatever grade you have, that's what you're going to get, even if you've missed some stuff at the end. Course description and stuff you can find online or just read this. Let's see, required text. So Calculus Volume 1, there's a hardcover version if you want to buy a hardcover version. It's about $25, at least that's what it was in the spring. But I've got the PDF for it online, and that is going to be under modules. I didn't really want to put it in files, so everything seems to be going in modules on this. I can't really change the name of it, so that's where it's going to be. And the Calculus book PDF is right there for you to use. I have a version that I have open right now. This is what the book looks like. It's a yellow book. This would be the cover of it. And if you page down or scroll down, these are the table of contents. We're going to be going from chapters 1 through 5. We're not going to be doing anything with chapter 6 at all. And there'll be some sections even within chapters 1 through 5 that I'm going to skip. Not many of them, but a couple. The first chapter and the first unit is functions and graph. This is really just a review of algebra, so make sure that if you're struggling in anything on those, you go grab your algebra book and take a good look at it, because there's a lot of algebra that's going to go forth in calculus. Much of what you do in calculus are algebra steps as opposed to calculus steps. Chapter 2, I believe, is Unit 2, and then I think part of Chapter 3, I don't know, maybe it's just 1, 2, 3. No, it can't be, because Chapter 5 is the fourth exam, and I think I break up, maybe it's Chapter 2 and part of Chapter 3 go in Exam 2, and then Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, the rest of Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 in Exam 3. When we pull up the syllabus, we'll know for sure. I've got everything listed there. But you can use this book and not have to worry about paying for it. And I'll be doing examples from this book. The videos will be using these book examples in general, unless I feel I need extras, and then I'll grab another source. I think I did that a couple times in some of the later videos that I've done. So at any rate, in the modules area of Canvas is where your calculus book is, and I'm going to put other things in these modules as well. One of the things I'm going to put in are a bunch of videos, or at least links to videos. They're on YouTube. I've got a large amount of them already made for chapters 3, 4, and 5. I'm not, and I'm not doing chapter 5 in the order that the book goes, and I'll probably skip around at different points in the book. But what I'll do is I'll put the videos in the order with which you should probably watch them and the sections with which you should probably do. So I'll put this online at some point. I've got to do the earlier ones, so I'll probably just wait until I get unit 1 done, and then I'll put units, 2, 3, and 4 up there when I get that done. Or maybe I think I've got half of 2, 3, and 4 already done, but at any rate. And we can just click on these and just, we've got a section and a video number. You can just click on this or copy and paste, and you get this. Let's try to graph this cubic here using first, second derivative test. And so they go to YouTube videos where I'm presenting a question or two or a short lecture or whatever. I try to keep most of the videos, in the 5 to 10 minute range and hopefully closer to 5. But sometimes I need to give quite a bit of examples before I can do anything else, or quite a bit of lecture before I can give examples, that sort of thing. At any rate, back to the syllabus. Just a couple more things I want to talk about. Assessments will be quizzes and tests. You'll have about a week to do the quizzes, and then you'll just need to upload them. I've already got a quiz set up for quiz 1. And if you go to assignments, you've got quiz 1. You can click on that and download it. I guess click again and download it. It will come as your download, and then you can open it up. And this is just a bunch of questions based upon, did you read the syllabus? Did we talk about the syllabus? That sort of thing. This first quiz is due on Wednesday. In fact, I'm going to try to have everything due on Wednesdays, end of day, so 11:59 p.m. So what you're going to do is you're going to download this, and you can adjust it in Word if you want. And, if you think the answer is true, and for all of these, your answers need to be true. If you have to answer false, then please contact me and we can discuss it. But all the answers for these should be true. And again, make sure that they are true for you. And the other answers shouldn't be too difficult to answer either. So you can adjust this, type in your answers or whatever, and then submit it on to Canvas when you're done. And there's a way to submit it. I'm getting a different view because I'm not a student, but you should have an option to submit it. If you're not getting an option, please let me know. I'm going to be lax as far as the end date for this first one. It's just, more of an orientation thing, and everyone should get 100 on this. But going forward, all of the other quizzes and tests should be submitted when they're due. There shouldn't be any real issue as far as timing goes on those. And I want, did I close it? It's a PDF, so it would be this one, excuse me. Let's see. This is not what I want. Well, let's just grab the syllabus again and open it up. All right. Okay, so exams. I want to mention a little bit about the exams. There's going to be 4 of them, basically just unit tests. There will not be a comprehensive final. The dates will be shown below, and we'll go over that in just a minute. The exams are going to be up on Canvas for 2 days. Ideally, I'm going to give you a 2 hour window with which to do it. There should be some sort of timing factor with which, when you first download it, or I may be able to get it so that you can take it within there, but I don't know how well the essay is going to work. You may have to type in LaTeX, and that may not be easy, or I certainly shouldn't require that at this level. At any rate, you're going to download it, you're going to take the exam, then you're going to upload it. These exams should take about an hour, hour and 15 minutes in general. I'm going to give you 2 hours for the technology stuff. You're going to have to print it out in general, so you have to have access to a printer. And then you're going to have, I would suggest probably just a photo. Take a photo or a photo of each page, upload either the entire thing. You can put it into a PDF if you want, or upload the images, whatever it lets you do. And again, we'll use this first quiz as kind of our beta test for how this all works. Also, I may require students to conduct a Zoom interview with me after a given test where I've got the results of your test, and I may ask you some general questions about the test. Based upon your performance on it, you should be able to answer said questions without much of an issue. If you're unable to do so, or if you don't meet with me, either by not checking your email or refusing to, I'm going to likely give you a 0 on the exam. So keep that in mind. Quizzes. So quizzes you'll have a week to do. The due dates are down below. There's no real homework, but I'm going to give you suggested homework for each section. And I'm going to be pulling the quiz questions either from those questions or very similar to them. Same with the exams. All right, so the syllabus. All right, so the first exam is on chapters 1 and 2, and then it's a full chapter for each of the next exams, so 3, 4, and 5. And the dates. So I've got the weekly breakdown in your syllabus. Everything should be due on a Wednesday. So the first one, 8/26, is Wednesday. That only gives you a couple days, but again, this one shouldn't be too difficult. And if it's late, I'm going to accept it. The other stuff I'm not going to accept. You'll have at least a week to do each of the other quizzes, and you'll have a 2-day window with which to do the exam. You should be able to do that. If you think there's going to be a problem with the exam, let me know ahead of time. All right. I could certainly let you take it earlier or something like that. And then there's more on withdrawals. And the note indicating that I may change this. All right, well, that's quite a bit for a video as far as time goes, so I'm going to end it. And if you have questions, certainly email me. That's a good way to do things. If you run into problems on a given homework question or don't understand a video I'm doing, that's a good way to do it as well, via email. If I can't instruct you in an email, I'll either create a new video and just upload it, or maybe meet with you via Zoom, personally, to discuss things. Or if we are running into a lot of problems with a certain topic, I may just pick a date and say, hey, anybody who wants to ask me some questions on Zoom, we can do that. This is online, so that there could be a schedule issue where people who want to answer or ask questions may not be able to. So I'll try to be flexible with that, but I may not be able to appease everybody if we do that. At any rate, have a great semester, and let me know if you have any issues.